victims are now charged with murder and accessory to murder in a gruesome shooting and dismemberment of another teen a year ago. Andrew Fiacco is said to have been best friends with the victim, Stephen McAfee, and Yvette McDonald, charged with helping cut up the body and move body parts. There is a lot going on in this case. We turn now to 7 investigator Jim Kurtzner, live at the Macomb County Jail to break it all down for us. Jim.
This was a missing person case for more than a year, Stephen McAfee. Then a major break in this case just 2 nights ago when a young lady, a friend of a co-defendant, came forward here.
When we had a young lady and her father come to our office to provide us information on what had happened to Stephen.
Stephen McAfee had been a case of a missing person since March of last year. 19-year-old Andrew Fiacco, who his defense attorney says was adopted as a toddler, now charged with murder, felony firearms, mutilating a corpse, lying to police.
They've been best friends since they were little children, and Andrew loved Stephen.
Fiacco was pulled out of a drug treatment center Thursday and led investigators to 2 remote locations, one at 34 Mile and Van Dyke, the other near his family home on Kunzman near 28 Mile Road. The judge in court told what Fiacco told investigators, that he shot his friend 3 times, including 2 in the back after he hit the ground. The motive is not clear. Then it gets worse.
Took a axe recovered from Mr. Fiacco's house and cut the body in half. They retrieved the lower extremities of Mr. McAfee and also his skull, placed it in a duffel bag and transported it to his residence.
But also in court, the defense attorney said sheriff's deputies manipulated his client, that he would not have let him cooperate with the investigation.
I don't believe they should have talked to him, and I don't believe they should have taken him anywhere. At least until I talked to Andrew.
18-year-old Yvette McDonald is charged with accessory after the fact and mutilation, facing up to 10 years in prison. The judge set a bond for her of $20,000 cash or surety.
Let her have the fairness where she can be on the outside working on her education.
Now, coming up next hour at 6, how will that work? Where will she live and with whom? And a closer look at her friend who broke this case wide open. Stephen, Glenda?
So, Jim, while this was still a missing persons case, did police talk to these 2 at that time?
They did, and in fact, Fiacco lawyered up that attorney you heard in this story, but I can tell you they obviously changed their story. They worked with the authorities yesterday to help them find the remains in those 2 remote locations. That's why one of their charges is lying to police. That's a 4-year felony.
All right, Jim. Thank you.